Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to add head bobbing very easily without any programming as such, just using an animation player. Very simple. So as you can see at the moment, I don't have any head bobbing, so let's add some. Now the way I like to do things is keep things simple, so I don't use programming for head bobbing, partly because I don't understand it, and partly because I use this for systems that I use for different footsteps on the floor, different footstep sound effects depending on what you're standing on and everything. This is just the system that I use. So in your player, right click, add a child node, animation player. We'll call it head bob. In the animation, add new animation, call this head bob walk, or whatever you want it to be called. Make sure it's 1 second. Okay, so in here, as you can see, we have this ready to go. So you just press on our head bob animation, go on our camera while this is open, position, keyframe, create. Turn off create reset tracks because it just creates a track which can be irritating. So we have one here. Now I go to 0.25 seconds. I know this is a little bit dodgy the way I'm doing this, but it's just a tutorial, so it's okay. So once we're here, we're basically going to create another keyframe. Go to 0.5, create another keyframe, go to 0.75, and just create another keyframe. So first keyframe leave empty, don't change any of the properties. On the second keyframe, we're just going to change this to 0.05 on the X and 1.35 on the Y. If yours character is like 2 meters, you just want to do like 2.05. If your character is like 1.9 meters, it would just be like 1.95. It's basically just add a 0.05 to your height. So as you can see now, it's going up to the right, top right like that, and then it goes back down. So then on the next keyframe here, we're going to do the opposite, so it's minus 0.05 and 1.35 again, just keep the 1.35 the same. So now when we play, let's press repeat. When we play, we have this movement. Now it's a little bit choppy. Now to make it more like a sort of sine wave, like you would use for head bobbing, we just go on to interpolation mode, press qubit, and it'll be a lot smoother. Very cool. Now we've done the actual animation part, now we do the script. So go into script, you play a script, make a reference to head bob, so hold click, hold control, let go of click, let go of control. Now we have a reference to our head bob. So to make this actually play when we walk, we just go down. Your code should look very similar to this if you have an FPS camera set up, an FPS controller set up. So if direction, so if moving, we just want headbob.play, and then I do believe it was headbob_walk. Yep. And then when we're not moving, just headbob.pause. Great. So if we play this now and we walk forward, we have head bobbing. Now this is fantastic, but the problem we have now is I have a sprint function. So if I sprint, the head bob's not changing. Our speed is, but our head bob's not. So to fix this problem, it's very easy. If you have a sprint system set up in your game like this, all you want to do is, if you are sprinting, you just want headbob.speedscale, and then I just set mine to 1.5. Obviously you can adjust this however you need, and if you're not sprinting, just set it back to a normal speed. So if we press play, when we walk, it's normal. If we sprint, it's sped up. If we're walking, it's normal. If we sprint, it's sped up. And that is basically how to do it. I have another tutorial linked in the top right of the video and in the video description for basically how to do different footstep sound effects depending on what surface you're on. Again, using barely any code, very simple. It's just using floor raycasts, this exact head bob animation player, and grouping. to do the different floor step sound effects. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoy and subscribe.